I'm TaylorKoppel. I'm one of the Refuge Leadership Team students here with Christ United. I'm real excited about this year. I actually grew up in this church. I guess this is just kind of my revelation story, how Christ really brought me back from somewhere pretty nasty. As I said, I grew up in the back of this church. My mom actually worked on staff at this church for a while. And I'd worked my entire life to really surround myself with a great group of leaders and friends and extended family and a church family that really supported me and helped me grow into the person that I was. I experienced my first real loss early in high school. I lost my grandma, who was really like another mom to me, helped raise me. And because it was like my first big loss that I had been through, I really didn't understand how to cope with it. And up until that point in my life, for 15 years, I had been building up all this trust and this faith and this complete dependence on God. And when she died, it felt like I wasn't being heard, and it was almost like my feelings didn't matter to God, you know. And in that moment, I made a decision that rather than running to Him and running to my family and praying and staying in the Word, that I would shake my fist at God. I would turn away and begin to live a life that was completely opposite of how I'd been raised and how I decided that I wanted to live previously. I got involved with the wrong people. Did some stuff that is pretty bad, but I mean, really, my whole life fell apart. I lost everything. That next year of high school, I lost my grades fell apart. I didn't do well in sports. I'd separated from my family, my friends, some of them. But I mean, I really lost a lot. And it was like that for probably about a year, a little over a year. It was real bad until my family, my parents especially, just had enough, and they reached out and made it very clear that what I was doing was wrong. And they knew that I knew what I was doing was wrong. And they urged me to come back, get back into church, and rededicate my life to a God who's always been faithful. Just to me, it didn't seem like He was, because I didn't get what I wanted initially. I felt like I'd been betrayed, and I lost that faith, I lost that trust. And until I realized that He's really the only person you can trust wholeheartly, the only person that's never going to let you down. It wasn't until I realized that I really had turned away from that lifestyle that I'd created for myself. And I ran back into His arms, and that's where my life turned around. And since then, it's been like a full rebound from where I was to where I am now. I was able to regain those same friendships, the relationship with my family, the relationships I have in the church, the connections I have in the church, this family. I was welcomed back as if nothing was ever any different. I realized that a lot of people, maybe the people watching this, have been to a place where I was. You are where I was, or maybe there was never a point where you fully put all of your trust and faith in God. And I realized that can be really nerve-wracking, especially if you had your heart broken and felt like you were betrayed like I was. Living a life without God is impossible. It's not feasible. It's nothing like living with Him. I think it's incredibly important to really give all you have for God. And if you ever have any sort of doubts, or you want to reach out, you can reach out to me, reach out to any of the Refuge team. And I mean, I would love to talk to you about it.